Welcome to the preview of this year's DC Bar Changing Currents in Employment Law, the DC Bar's 3-hour fast-paced fall CLE that previews cutting-edge topics in employment law from both the management and from the employee side perspectives. I'm Scott Oswald. I am faculty chair of Changing Currents in Employment Law, and I'm joined by Eleanor Miller, an attorney at Fisher Phillips. Ellie, hello.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
I am well. You're speaking on a panel entitled Technological Surveillance in the Workplace, Balancing Privacy and Security. So, Ellie, with the shift towards remote work, we know that a number of workplaces have begun monitoring their employees' performance and attendance to keep tabs on employees. You're going to talk a little about this at Changing Currents. Give us an overview of the topic and introduce us to your co-panelists.
Sure. So I represent employers in the workplace, and I'll be joined by Harini Srinivasan, who represents employees. So we have kind of both sides of the spectrum covered. And I think you nailed it, Scott, which is that there's so many people working from home now and an endless number of new technologies available to employers to monitor productivity. And so it's really important that both employers and employees be aware of what those are and what their respective rights are with that come with that technology. So that's what we're going to be diving into a little bit during our panel.
So take us to the employer's point of view when you're giving advice to your clients on this subject. What are some of the things that you're telling your clients to watch out for?
Well, as you may be aware, it's a really active time at the NLRB, and employee surveillance is something that's really in their crosshairs. So being mindful of having a legitimate business need for these types of technologies in the workplace, while also being respectful of an employee's right to privacy, is something that we're having to be really conscious of right now, in particular, given the current stance of the National Labor Board on these types of technologies.
And where do you see this topic going in the future, let's say a couple years down the road?
Well, as we have more and more different types of technology that we're seeing implemented in the workplace, we're just really going to have to stay current. And I think, too, it's a place where the regulations and the law is trying to catch up. So just keeping an eye on that, making sure that we're aware in every jurisdiction that we have employees in as an employer of what those requirements are as this ever-changing landscape continues to evolve.
But Ali, I can't wait to catch up on this topic and look forward to this panel in October. And we look forward to seeing each of you on Tuesday, October 29th at 6 p.m., both in person and virtually at the DC Bar headquarters via Zoom. You can register using the CLE tab at dcbar.org.